Here's part 4 of turning my vintage camper ceiling into this while keeping it as lightweight as possible. Here's a recap of where we're at so far. I installed thin pine boards as a base, stained with my own custom color. And now I'm working on creating these faux beams out of foam. I could have used real wood, but because we want to keep this as lightweight as possible, like mentioned before, I'm using this 1/2-inch insulation to make sure that they're nice and light. I started with a test beam to make sure that I could actually make this come to life, and honestly, it started looking like an actual log, which I'm really thrilled with. And now the fun part, making this foam look like wood and not just pink insulation. I tested a variety of gel stains and came up with a perfect match. Then used this little tool to create faux wood grain in the paint to really make it look like wood. I added my first coat of base paint, which of course is a custom color. Added a second coat, and this is where I added my wood grain with my fancy dancy tool. Once the paint was dry, I went in with my gel stain, and this is where the magic happens. I had originally planned to use like 4 layers of gel stain, but it turns out I only have to do 2 layers, so that makes things a lot easier and much faster, so that's a win. And with only the 2 different coats of stain, it's a perfect color, you guys. My mind is blown. Look how much this actually looks like wood. These are turning into the perfect faux rustic beams for the camper, and here's how they look inside. I do have to cut them down to size and make probably 6 more, but look at that. So it's back to work I go to make more faux beams. I really hope they turn out just as beautiful as this one did, and be sure to stay tuned and follow along to see the final reveal of this ceiling.